make any difference? It's way, okay, we've got the bridge here anyway, but I didn't realise it was this far up, but they have to come, I mean way far up. I thought it just refueled on the other side of the bridge and it doesn't. Yeah, they have to. Here he comes. 15. Their maximum. Is it 158? One night. Really cute guys. He can't be going any further than Plymouth. He's got them Plymouth. Here he goes.
Good morning guys, welcome back to another video of the Model Railway, Brandon's Model Railway and Real Train YouTube channel. Today we got in HD 60 frames per second. I'm going to try to get it back into 4K for Wednesday. I'm not filming after today, I'm not filming until Wednesday and Thursday as well, because obviously Wednesday and Thursday next week is going to be a big 2 mainline video days. One's going to be from Dawlish. You'll probably seen quite a few of them recently. There's going to be a lot more coming up at Dawlish videos. So obviously, and then we've got St Germans on Thursday. So you guys might like St Germans when it comes to trains. And of course, Dawlish on Wednesday. So there'll be a lot of castles, cross country HST. So it could be still. And of course, Easter is on this way, so there'll be a lot of Heritage Line videos I can do on and off through the week as well, so that'll be quite cool. Definitely going to have to do that during Easter at some point. But let's get this video started. Hate your comment, like, sound very much taken. You can find me on my Instagram, Twitter. You can find me on my Facebook, but I mostly use Twitter and my Instagram. What's today all about? Just running trains really. Taking it easy today. I was going to get something else done today for an hour, but because I'm running a little bit late, my own fault really. I got carried away watching doing the video. All that companion and stuff, so got carried away watching that and got those involved for that. We're basically going to have a running session this morning with the class of 6, and then we're going to run all the usual ones like freight, electric, AC electric, the HFTs, the 87, the 33, 25, 47, Class 58 EWS, 87 in Bridgewell blue and yellow, and of course the GWR 57, Clemson Castle, and of course we've got the steam engine in the VR black tank locomotive, Battle of Britain, what's this one called? The rebuild, that's the rebuild one, rebuild, Battle of Britain. And we've got another two tender locomotives, so we've got Battle of Britain, we've also got, I'm not trying to sure, it could be a new class, I can't really remember that one. And then obviously we've got Panio and then we've got the Tug. So there's going to be a lot of train running today, all different types from the junta, the HSTs, to the diesels, to the steam and then to the AC electric. So that would be my idea for running today. And get some best shots as possible. I'm going to try to get this thing back in 4K for Wednesday, so hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully the weather's suitable. And of course, you know, how many laps I'm going to do for each train. 4 laps for each one. And what I'm going to do in time, probably during, not next week, but the week after, I'm going to be doing basically going in the other direction, going that way round instead of this way round, for the trains to run in. And it'll be the same on both lines. And I'll try to get line 2 working as well, to make sure both lines can be used. They're both can be operational and not share the one line and the other one. So here we are on a great Saturday morning on the 1st of April 2023. I know, summer's nearly here. I'm looking forward to it in some ways because I'm just hoping it's not too streaming hot, but I'm hoping it's warm enough. Between 25 and 30 degrees is alright during the day, but then at night I usually like it colder, but during the day it's alright when you go swimming and you can, you know, things like that. But I think that will be probably towards the end of August, beginning of September, that will be when the warmest point of the sea will be. The end of July, beginning of August, that will be the warmest point. Obviously I'm hoping to go away in September, hoping, for a couple of days, away at Dawlish, but as they did my little holiday. That's the hope, but I'll get my own footage there with it when I go there, train and stuff, because there's steam guys and there's diesel guys going in July, so I'm looking forward to see all those at Dawlish first. Definitely going to have to go in July to see the diesel stuff. I'm interested in steam, but I'm more interested in diesel stuff, because the diesels are what you can call those massive cargoes, and obviously the hybrid diesels like the Class 43s. I also like the mechanical type as well, diesel mechanical systems. Like this one's running around, one of my older ones. If you have my last lap and then we'll swap her over. One more lap and then we'll take her off and we'll get the other trains going. Right. Move on the inside that way. Sitting there. So we've done diesel hybrids, And then we got the, well, I think for 57 is a hybrid, I think. Diesel hybrid, I think. Because the first diesel hybrid was the Class 52, is that? I'm not so sure. I think it was, got the idea from the 52, and they put it into other systems like the 43s. And then they actually started to make some really good design choices by the, I think it was it Crew? Or was it Derby that made these trains during back in the 80s? I can't remember entirely, but I know it was British made. I think all of this was based around Crewe, probably part of Norfolk, Yorkshire, and probably part of other areas I don't know very well. To open up a bit, because these trains are designed to go 148 miles an hour well back in the day. I'm still learning this. My passenger trains, when they were first released, 1976, they all were designed to do 148 miles per hour, apparently. They've been tested on one of the older versions. They were designed to go a lot faster than they. These are basically the modern versions of the HTCs compared to the earlier ones. Yeah, my birthday's not too far away, but we're doing better. I've got 2 longer to save up for if I get my companion doll. It's doing better. Still trying to decide to get the Tiki companion doll or Duracon, I'm not quite sure yet. But I'm going to leave the tripod mostly, this footage will stay on the tripod for the most part today. Just because obviously my hand's a bit shaky and I don't want to start shaking around the camera equipment, especially when I've got doors coming up. And obviously, yes, I have been there by myself quite a few times now, but I'm going to spend pretty much the whole, most of the late morning there, all the way for the early afternoon right until 4:30 in the late afternoon or early evening, but obviously I'm going to be there for quite a number of hours, so I need to make sure I bring lots of liquid in me, getting past for those several hours. Enjoyed the trains, walking a lot, and obviously just do a lot of trying to think of the right emotion for it. My goal for walking one is like it's going to be 17,000. If I can reach that, then the next goal will be a little bit more each time. Instead of rushing into it doing load in one day. It's now Steve's run. Because these trains are getting harder and harder to find, these HST sets. Especially the premium ones, they're really difficult to come across now, they're really expensive as well. If you do find the correct one at a good price, like GWR, GNER, Expressway West and Cross Country, Intercity, Interswallow, there's a whole bundle of them. There's even Virgin, I'm looking to get them at some point, but in this train form. But at the moment, I'm quite happy with having the 2 I've got working and running. Obviously I'm still looking to get the 2 new units for the castle and another carriage to complete that set, but well, another carriage at the moment, then if I can have a bigger layout in kind of extending this board, have another length, maybe another foot both sides, then I can extend this line to a bigger layout, more sidings for the trains, and a lot more sidings for the HSTs. But their prices they're seen in my whole layout, they are basically. These are the model train that I would not want to do out because they are so much more passionate train. I would not I'm not sure about the rest of the trains so much when it comes to my kind of favourite trains. They are slower, but my HST sets, they are the higher one in my collection. They're my most passionate trains, full stop. If I have to go out any of the trains, I leave the rest behind, except for the HSTs. Because that's how much they're important to me as a train enthusiast, but how much I enjoy when I watch them go on my model railway, but also how much they bring me joy when I see the real things in real life, going from Exeter and Davis down to past Dawlish. It doesn't matter if it's the City, it doesn't matter if it's the Swallow, it doesn't matter if it's the Virgin one or the Prescott Western, the castles, and there's all sorts of from just to this amazing. I can't name all of them off the top of my head, but there's many I want to put out. Even the old 1980s Intercity one, I really want to collect at some point as well. And these trains are always going to come my lap forever. They're always one, they're always going to have something to do. They're going to clean them up and they need the oil every now and again, but they don't need that much servicing really. They only need it once every couple of years, if that. That's all I have to say about them. Yeah, so you only need to service them once every half a year, maybe a couple of years, if you're servicing these trains. I'm going to do another chat video for you guys. The month before I get my companion doll, I'm going to be ordering it at the end of July, all being well. Obviously in August, September, I'm going to order myself a castle. Just one train this year, I'm not going to go crazy, I'm just going to get one new HST for this year, and that'll be a new castle. Also I need another coach to collect that one, and then obviously we need to make sure all the lines will be ready for those trains. I think there's some 4 flags on there now. We'll go one more lap and then we'll let the first go west into take over for a little bit. But yeah, we went swimming yesterday, I'm knackered. I had a little bit of alcohol yesterday, just a little bit, it wasn't a lot. I was going to go off them, but I had my reason. I had my reason why I didn't. I had my reason. What? The reason that I went off alcohol in the first place was to get it how it mentally made me feel. But yeah, so I felt it yesterday, even having one, left me a bit depressed, which is not a good thing, but that's why I went off in the first place. But, I thought it would be alright to have one off, but apparently it wasn't, so, yeah, I seem to be better off not having them at all. So, anyhow, is what it is. I wouldn't mind, I only had a whiskey and a coke, so yeah. So yeah, my birthday is coming up in a couple of months, and then of course July is going to be a big one for me for spending, because obviously that's my companion doll for the month. At the end of July is when I order my companion doll, and of course I've got to wait that to turn up. Here comes the Prescott Western HST. They'll do 4 laps and build up some momentum to it. I'll do 4 laps, maybe 5, 10 hours how the unit's taking. We'll do a second lap. managed to get one more out of that. Or not. We managed to do 4 laps. Yeah, it's the unit. On this particular unit, it holds a lot of power. So they're up into the unit. Spreading out to all the side wheels. And obviously being it's a all-wheel drive train, it's literally powered by all the wheel sets. From front to back. And obviously, can we do at least one more lap? Let's do one more lap. That's a funny having you say, oh, not today. Yeah, the First Great Western HSTs are iconic trains as well. I mean, you think of the times when I went through last year with the amount of trains I got. Obviously I did travel on the trains a lot last year too. And mostly on the house lines on the local area, but this year I went down to Penzance, I went obviously out to obviously Exeter. I went to Dawlish the first time this year, during February I think, beginning of February. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I went down to, came really close down to Dawlish Wine by myself once. That was pretty cool. That's when my mum was in the cathedral in Exeter. But yeah, so I've been to St Germans as well so far, so you know, I've gone quite afield recently. Obviously I went to Penzance as well, and I went to Troy. Obviously I'm going to go back to St Germans this coming Thursday actually. This upcoming Thursday I'm going to be going down to St Germans again, and then obviously down at Dawlish on Wednesday, and then Thursday St Germans, followed by get my hair cut, get my hair cut and get shopping done, and the usual bits you do during the week. Obviously get my money as well. I'll take that out. But I got a lot to do. At least I haven't got too much saving up to do now, which is really awesome, because it does take a lot of your time up. Get all that sorted out. It really does. Well, I'm going to bring out the unusual train now. It's going to be a mix between the old Pullman coaches, with the 2 Pullman carriages, and then a caboose. I knew you'd messed up. A caboose. It's basically an American version of a brake van, but yeah, these are called cabooses, probably because they're bigger, and then the standard brake van you get in the UK. In the US they have big ones because obviously their trains are huge in comparison with the UK trains. I mean, the UK trains are pretty big, but no, they're nothing in comparison with the US ones. But the US has got tracks designed for big clunky trains. We have not designed for that at all. And to be honest, I'm not really that bothered about them. Having big clunky trains, I think standard gauge is big enough most of the time. Well, I think of the 87. I've only done many electric trains I would collect, but the 87 has its something for me. I guess. As long as I wouldn't have it. It's a bit like anything though, isn't it? You think about what some age you'd like and you really wish to live there. Actually like the area. So you guys might be sick of me going to Dawlish and getting similar shots every time, but anyhow, you know, I do it for my own benefit at the end of the day. So it's not really a big problem with you guys because I do go there for my just to film there to see the trains and enjoy the scenery around it. I'm missing the wheel, right? So now the wheels are gone. But if you've never been to Dawlish itself, worth a visit. I highly recommend going. Even if you're not keen on the train part, the scenic around near the train lines are really good. You can see the coast as well. But if you're in a trip, nearly broken. You're a big train enthusiast like me, I recommend just going there because the scenic's there for trains. Then the angles you can get there is remarkable. I mean, in most places around the whole Devon and Cornwall, you cannot get the shots quite like what Dawlish gives you. I mean, you can get pretty close in some areas, but Dawlish, for some reason, it's got that layout set up where you can walk quite close to the tracks, not walking on them, but you can walk very close to them. I mean, you're literally almost like you're leaning next to them. They're that close to the footpath. I mean, some areas of the footpath they're right beside the train line, which is awesome. But I hope no numpties will cause trouble in that aspect, because recently people have been causing trouble crossing the line and it's causing trouble. So it's not a place to do that sort. Don't get it. Yeah, 10. Doing alright for time. Battery's doing well as well. So yeah, I'm going to be charging my batteries up. This battery's up for 2 days after today. I'm going to be filming basically going to have 2 days off. I'm not filming beginning of next week. Midweek, Wednesday, of course, I'm going to be at Dawlish, so there'll be a lot of filming there, and there'll be a lot of filming from St Germans on Thursday as well. So yeah, another thing is, if you do travel on trains a lot, worth getting yourself a train pass. It will save you money. Next once you referred off or something when you travel on the train. It's not like saving you huge quantities, but it's saving you a bit when you travel on the trains. But yeah, you don't get much for your money really. Obviously because of fuels and cost of travelling on the trains. Here's the thing about you can get loads of different types of you know, literally you can get a load of different types of trains. Yeah, so you get a lot of different types of trains. And obviously, if you're very much into your bank, you can't talk to them. It doesn't connote a thing. It doesn't sit well, does it? I can't talk to them. But yeah, Dawlish has got a lot of different type of trains go through it. It's not just the 125 going through there. There's the why is my brain not working right today? I know why. My yeah. It's, you know, this little thing that people like, you know, there you go. I haven't got it. People. Well, my little, what's going on now? Weird. See that? There we go. Where was I? Oh yeah. Yeah, so yeah, if you go to Dawlish at some point this year, I've seen the steam or the diesel hybrid trains, then yeah, good way to see the trains there, especially if they're your favourite ones like me, like the Class 43s, HSTs, which are only running until the last year they're running is next year. So I would recommend trying to get as much furniture as them as possible because obviously they're going to be out of commission in 2025. So yeah, I wanted to see if I can get permission by DWR, see if I can get onto the in the cab of the Class 43 before they go out to service on the rails, and it would be quite nice to actually have that possible moment, you know, have that opportunity to do it before they go out of service, because I always wanted to go the cab of the Class 43 for a long time. But yeah, obviously with safety regulations and then obviously with other things people don't always take consideration when you're going on one of these trains is you don't know you get someone probably taking the word I can't think of. Basically, so yeah, it's going to be a quite nice summer. Hopefully I can find a way after the VR this week, or this coming week, that I can just talk to GWR to find out if there is something. Yes. So far, today hasn't too bad. And don't worry, I will get you down to the track, and we'll get close up with the real games on Wednesday and Thursday with some Germans, and obviously Dorish on the Wednesday, so Friday. But yeah, of course during Easter I'll probably be down at Godwin every now and again to ride the heritage line, because obviously the heritage lines are quite cool, and a few are reserving the class 43. Not many, but some of them are being actually holding the class 43 HST actually being preserved at one of the heritage lines at a country in York. Was it in what's the name of the one I wanted to go in summertime? I can't remember the name of the place. The Somerset. Well, is it Somerset? I think that could be the one. Your Quite nice, isn't it? Just to join, just watch the model trains when you can't do much else at the moment. None of these trains are new. These are all last year's. When she next come around, I'll swap the lights over to instead of nighttime setting, which is one it's on right now, I'm going to switch from night till day. So nighttime to from nighttime to day nights. So it should be on the daytime light setting. So there are only two outer ones, not the one in the middle. So when she comes around again, you'll see her lights are different. So there we go. Two outer lights are on, and obviously the two black ones are on. And of course, obviously the extra bonus you can get on the Class 87 by Hornby, you can get the middle light working on the nighttime setting, and the curb light will come on as well at the same time. In this direction and in day running, they've just basically two white lights on the outer side, and there is no middle light that will light up unless you set it up for night time, and then they will come in. They're not too bright. The headlights are a little bit more bright, but they're alright for the winter use. But in the summer, you won't see too much of it. And when it's grey and gloomy, then you'll see more of it. But it's not too bright, but it's not too dim either on the lights. So it's pretty cool to see they actually done something cool to this one. They've done some LEDs to it on the front and the back, which is really good. Yeah, usually there'd be a tunnel here, but I haven't got the space for it right now. Although at some point I'm just trying to think how I'm going to do the tunnel, because obviously until I soldered this track with the wires where it's going to go to the power of the line properly been soldered down, I think it's going to be a nice Saturday for me today. I'm going to take it very chill for when I'm doing video today, and obviously during next week I'm going to be a little bit more creative with my videos for Wednesday and Thursday, how I'm going to edit them. So I might put some special effects to them when the train, something special comes through on Dawlish on the Wednesday. Once I get home I can actually create them in, and then probably just to do a little bit of fun with them. When special comes in now, I can put that special effect to those particular ones. For those that are not so, as modern, they can be a little bit less effective, because I'm not too worried about the javelins too much, but I'm more interested in the castles, especially because of their history and their upbringing with the city ones and the swallows and all the ancestors of trains when it comes to City 125Zs. But they were capable. They were more than capable of doing 148 miles per hour in the diesel hybrid of 2,500 Newton meters or something like that of torque in the engine itself. When it powers down to the wheels, I think it's about 1,400 horsepower straight down to the wheels from the hybrid engine with the extra generators in the middle, and they combine that electric generator down the whole unit and it'll pass on to that electric system right down to the power car on that side there. So the other power unit does the same process, and it goes back down to the whole carriage system right up to the other power car at the other end. Depends how big the train is. Sometimes they will have to do some more electric generated by those two units, but in real terms that's pretty much how the system works. But basically they burn the diesel, not mainly drive the wheels, but that electric generator is what powers the wheels, and those diesel engines are just basically designed to basically almost charge the engine up, and that bit of throttle will use a bit of fuel to get up the hill, but most of the time they only use the electric generators for down and flat. So, and then when they're going uphill, those generators can recharge themselves while the diesel engine is kicking in for going up steep inclines like over Dartmoor and over Bodmin Moor as well. I mean, yes, the safety standards have changed since I was little, because even before I was a little boy, even before I was around, the 43s, back in when my mum was young, they still had a speed test, didn't they, well back in the day. They had a top speed of 148 miles per hour. I think that's the limit they could reach to. So 147 was, you know, more recent, and then very recently they had another top speed where 90 miles per hour because of the safe regulations and stuff involved. But yeah, they can still move pretty quick even if of age. Pretty cool is what I feel, to have all that going on. But time's getting away, and the battery in the microphone is going to die because I haven't charged it in a little while. And the time is 10:06. Hey Siri, how long is it until 10:15? I've got 9 minutes before the video ends, before I end the video off. So, I haven't got long. Here she comes. Quite nice to let her just go through and she can run what she wants. But yeah, my tyre layout is basically aimed at the diesels for the most part, because there won't be very much steam at all. But hey ho, you know, everyone has their own taste whether it comes to their own model trains from the real things. They have their favourites and dislike about something. Right, 57 is going to go back another siding. We go 58 next, and then 47. If we've got time, we'll do the freight, but I don't know if we're going to have time this morning to do that one, because that usually takes an hour on its own, at least half an hour, depending on what amount of freight you want to do. So I'm basically going to do some Germans this coming week, some Germans and Dawlish, basically Wednesday and Thursday. So Dawlish on Wednesday and then some Germans on Thursday, both on the main line. And of course there'll be model stuff on the Friday, and then there'll be a bit of gameplay maybe on the Saturday, and then there'll be probably something on the following Monday. I'll try to do it sometime, but I'm not quite sure yet. It might be for my for this channel, it might be for the Companion Girl channel, it also could be on my Really Gameplay channel, my original one from during lockdown. Yeah, now got that up and running again, that one. Yeah, the battery's holding out rather well today. I'm impressed, but the microphone is not. But yeah, let's take her off. She can have her own little spot again back. The 57 is so I like to put my put my 57 into an area next to the 87. She is GWR, but don't really do much with the most of the Steam. I only run them when I actually fancy running them, really. But as I say, I'm not running all the diesels today. I'm just running what I can during the time slot I got. I wasn't shaky, by the way. I wasn't shaking during this video. I was actually walking while I was filming. That's probably what did it during the reviews when I was editing some of them. Of course, obviously when my mum was at Exeter, she was actually doing her own thing a lot of the time, and then she came down later. Out with me. Okay, I got about 4 minutes. Pushing five. Right, let's get that last lap round on this sleep with the train, and then we'll swap her over again to Notion again. Couldn't learn to that action today. We could probably use the camcorder further on trying to. Pretty cool, eh? Pretty awesome. Let's get her out as well. Get her a run. Do I want to get a new 47 this year? I'm very much tempted by the one that Bobbin has in that 47. Is it can't remember the name of the livery of that one. It has a particular name. It was used for NGR operations back in the day, but it's now preserved on the Heritage Line at Bodmin for, you know, putting passenger. That's what those trains were designed for back during the 70s, I think, during the 60s and 70s. Probably, actually, it'll probably be in the 50s and 60s and probably early 70s. Up to probably late 70s, and then the mines are closed, so they moved them and got new trains for other uses. But funny enough, these got replaced by the 58s, then they got replaced by, from the 58s to the 60s, then they were replaced by the 66 and the 59s, and they also recently, we've got 66, 59s, and obviously we've got the class. There's a couple of new trains recently. Take obviously the class 70s. There's also the other line. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but it's a new train. It's another hybrid diesel, more efficient type. What's it called? Class 68. That was it. It's the new 68s coming out. Putting the NGRs, I think, coming in some parts in the UK. They're not down here yet, but I think it'll be a few years before they do come down this far. Same with some of the electric trains they've got up our country, but to be honest, I like to use them more than the electrics. Just how they look and how they sound when they're going up or down the hill. We'll do one more train and then we'll end up. This is one of my older trains as well. This is from 2016. So yeah, shows her age, but still does rather well for age. Same with this Bullet. I have had since I was 17 or 2018, I can't remember off the top of my head. So I had it for 4 years. But obviously it's done a lot of mileage since I had it. And let me bring this one round and we'll just end off with this one. I found some sort of tape or something, hold it up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will bring some more new trains this year. Only 1 or 2 maybe, see what I can do. Obviously I've got my companion doll to get beforehand, but I will get at least 2 more trains for this year if I can. And yeah, obviously I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys very soon. I'll see you guys all on Wednesday for a Dawlish video and some Germans on Thursday. So, I'm just doing this off because the fence just keeps falling off. But yeah, have a great weekend. I'll see you guys very soon. Great day. Peace out.
I wasn't ready. I looked at it and thought, oh no, this one's you. Yeah, you were. Don't know which one, mind you. Well, it would be from London, won't it? Probably. A long one. Longish. I'm afraid I didn't get a chance to see it as it came through. It's just typical.
Well, you just go that side, so the other one's coming this way.
The other one will come from the other direction.
Yeah, that one falls out, the other one's going to be taken off.
I haven't checked yet.
They're usually just fairly close time to each other there. And often they like change the points to get out and one goes in.
Yeah, but they don't always fall at the same time. I have to send these to you with the other stuff I got yesterday. You can just blot out the voices. I don't know where they dual it from.
From this point here.
Hey, the earth and the